So Superman Man of Tomorrow is the most recent DC animated movie. This is just going to be a quick review with my overall thoughts over it, no spoilers. So firstly, of course, it's an origin story. It's about Superman discovering himself, which is an interesting angle to come out for an entire movie. We typically don't see that throughout an entire movie. I found the animation style to be a bit weird at first. I kind of got used to it as the movie went on, and I do think the animation looks better in darker lit scenes for some reason. When everything's really bright, I'm not really a fan of it. It looks like Archer animation, which doesn't really fit Superman to me. It's just not what I'm used to. I think Lois's incorporation in the film is done pretty well. I like to see how the connection of her, Clark, and her and Superman both kind of grow throughout the film as she gets to know more about each of the characters. And there are 3 villains featured in this. I think they are all used pretty well. The main villain of the movie is, of course, Parasite. I think he's my least favorite of the 3, definitely. I wasn't a fan of the 3rd act of this movie, and if you watch it, you may see where I'm coming from. I really enjoyed the first 2 acts quite a bit, and I like how Parasite becomes Parasite in this movie, because he's not just Parasite, he actually has an origin. I don't think that's too big of a spoiler. Then, of course, there's Lex Luthor. I like this version of Lex. There's not a lot of versions of Lex I don't like, but there are a couple here and there that I'm just on. I think this is pretty good Lex overall. And Lobo, who isn't necessarily a villain, he's more of an anti-hero, is in this film, and he has a lot to do. I love that because Lobo is a great character that I don't think gets used quite enough. Loved him in Superman the Animated Series, loved him in Young Justice, I loved him in this movie. If you're a Lobo fan, you're going to hopefully enjoy this movie, hopefully enjoy this take on Lobo, because there's quite a bit of him. And of course, Martian Manhunter plays a role in this film. There's actually a scene where the Superman-Martian Manhunter dynamic reminds me of the episode of Justice League Comfort and Joy.
It's lovely.
I wasn't sure about the size.
I can grow into it.
And once you see that, you'll know what I'm talking about as well if you've seen that episode. And I just really loved that character interaction between Superman and Martian Manhunter when it is like that. So yeah, overall I thought the first 2 acts of the movie were solid. I wasn't a huge fan of the 3rd act. I think all 3 villains were incorporated pretty well. I think Parasite is the least of them, which is kind of disappointing with him being the main villain of the movie. You can tell that Superman is definitely inexperienced in this film. He doesn't even have a full grasp of his powers and how much power he actually has. And he does grow throughout the film, so that was nice to see. Both in terms of his power set and just overall as a character, his sensibilities. And even who Superman is as a person. There are definitely better Superman films out there, but I did enjoy this film enough, so if I were to give it a grade, I would give it probably a B-. So let me know what you thought about Superman Man of Tomorrow down in the comments below if you've seen it, and if you haven't, are you ready to see it? Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. I will see you guys next time.